What's good, everybody? Ice Age Beats here. Just wanted to do a little, switch it up a little bit. I'm actually walking, just walking around trying to get some exercise, some fresh air. I've been sitting down all day, and before I get into the studio and talk about these great, amazing necessities that I have in my studio, I just want to kind of walk around and chill and talk with you. So this is actually where my studio is at. It's actually, I think it's like back behind. This is like the back wall of my studio. So basically I have a studio inside of a storage unit, and here in this facility they allow you to have these workstations where you can basically get to it and work. And there's actually a lot of other studios right on the same strip as me as well. It's really crazy. So for me, no matter where I was at, no matter where my studio was, whether it was in my room or in a separate room like I used to have, or if it was just a corner of the house because that's all the space I had when I started, it doesn't make a difference, okay? It doesn't matter where your studio is, it's where you are, right? So setting up a studio, having the things that you want, like these necessities I'm gonna talk about in just a few minutes, it's a must. It doesn't matter where it's at. I have these 5 things that I wanna talk to you about today. These 5 necessities, these must-haves in any home studio, no matter where it's at. I'm very, very excited to share them with you. All the stuff I'm gonna share today, they're all affiliate links, okay? So I'll leave the links down in the description below. If you wanna purchase these things, because they're really dope, if you wanna purchase them, they will be no additional cost to you to support me in the channel. Just a little bit of portion of your purchase will go to me, okay? It will go to Ice Age Beats. It'll go to a bigger cause, okay? So if you wanna make a purchase, go for it. Links in the description. Other than that, let's get to it. All right, so the first item I wanna talk about right now is the Rode NT1. I usually have it right behind me on my mic stand, and I have like the fake eyeball, Chaotica eyeball. This is my go-to mic. I use this all the time for recording sessions. For the most part, this is the one I'll go to. Half the reason why, or majority of the reason why, is because it's the only mic I have. But it's a really good mic, all-around mic. It's a great mic to start with. It's not too expensive. I think it's like $200. It's not crazy, right? And I think I got it used, so it wasn't that much money. And it's been, I've been using it since I got it years ago. Okay, so honestly, it's worth the buy. It's a great all-around mic. It is a condenser mic, so just keep that in mind. I will say, as a little bonus tip, great. I think the best combo to have for just microphones, like just 2 of them. Just if you needed to have just 2 microphones and that's it, it'd be this one, and then it'd be the and then it would be the Shure SM7B. Like I would just do those. A dynamic mic and then a condenser mic, and I'd be straight. That's a little bonus tip right there. So those 2 mics right there, that duo, perfect. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, just wanted to share that. Have a dynamic mic and have a condenser mic. Just have 2 of them. Have the 2, so you have the options to work with in your studio if you're working with artists and things of that nature, all right? So Rode NT1 is the first must-have. You gotta have this, all right? This is what I have, and I've been using it for years, and I love it. But honestly, it doesn't matter what kind of mic you have, I guess, but I can't really speak for any other microphone under like $200, okay? So this is a good one, all right? All right, so the very next thing I wanna talk about is another microphone, but it is a USB mic, okay? And there's a couple different reasons why this microphone is so fire, and of course it's right here. It is the HyperX Quadcast S. All right, it's got to be the S edition or it won't change colors like this. I think the regular version is just one color. I think it's red. But needless to say, this USB mic is absolutely clutch. It's great for Zoom meetings. It's great for live streams because you can plug it right into your, into your computer, and you can get that input and drag it right in for, into OBS as an input or whatever, streaming platform you're using. It's just really versatile. It's a lot easier than per se using an interface. It can honestly just make it kind of easy to just plug and play, you know what I'm saying? So I do like that, not to mention it looks really dope, and I mean, come on, it's kind of fire. Just look at it, it's flames. But anyways, it looks good, but it actually really does help, and it really just kind of creates a flow for me, so I can just easily get on Zoom calls, do live streams, all that good stuff, and then I'm good to go. All right, so listen up. July 20th at 7 p.m., I'm doing a masterclass, a beat-making masterclass called Creative Freedom. Just hear that real quick. Creative freedom. That's what it's called, because I know after this masterclass, you can be like, oh my God, man, Ice Age was spitting gems. I'm good. Like, I'm straight. I got the confidence. I got the skills. I got the tools. I'm ready to go. Let's get it. All right. You're going to come out the other side of this masterclass ready to take on your challenges, ready to take on your goals in the studio. All right. Making beats. I'm telling you, this masterclass is going to be insane. It's limited spots. So go ahead and register right here or in the description before all the spots fill up. and make it happen, because if not, you might miss out. All right, peace. All right, the very next thing I want to talk about is my audio interface, and I'll go ahead and do a little B-roll of that, but that is the SSL 2 Plus, okay? That is the SSL 2 Plus. The reason why I like this is because, of course, SSL is great. They're known for great preamps. It's a really good, sturdy interface. It's not super expensive. I think it's kind of entry level. It's a little bit more, maybe it's like priced a little bit above the Scarlett, okay? So it's not like crazy expensive. The biggest thing I like about this, or the main reason why I got this interface and why I really enjoy it, is because it has two outs. It has two microphone outs, has two headphone outs. So you can have one for the, artist, and then one for tracking and for listening, monitoring, like, actual just monitoring yourself. You have the ability to adjust the volume, two separate headphone amps, outs, and I think that's just really, honestly, that's icing on the cake. That's the main reason why I got it. All right, so the very next thing I want to talk about is lights. Now this is very, kind of generic. I'm not specific. I'm not being specific in terms of what kind of lights you should get, but Amazon is the move when it comes to lights. Now the reason why lights are so important, I'll show some shots of my studio and just some lighting and some fixtures I have in my studio to kind of create a vibe. I'm telling you, it changes the game. And it does. Every studio has a color, different LED lights, and it just creates an atmosphere and a vibe depending on who's in there, what you're doing, all that stuff. And it really does. It really just pulls inspiration out. It really does, honestly. So lights are key. Okay, so I have a couple different lights here in the studio. Of course, I have the LED lights, which I rarely use. But the biggest thing I've been using, or the newest addition in terms of the light family in my studio, is these light bulbs, and they actually change color with a remote, which is insane. So, I mean, literally, I have all my light bulbs changed to these lights that change color, and you can turn them on and off with this remote, and it changes to all types of colors. So the lights are clutch, you know what I'm saying? You can just plug it in, or take out that light bulb, your original light bulb, and plug in the LED light bulbs that change colors. They do have a regular light, like a yellow light, so it looks like a light bulb as well if you want to go with that for the time being, and then you can change it whenever you want. So lights are key, okay? I also have some really dope towers. They're like light towers, and they're sitting right behind me. I'll show some B-roll of that as well. And those are from Amazon too. Just a great way to, have some lighting in your room without having to do LEDs and do all the stickers and, sticking it all up there and making sure it stays up there. It's cool, but it's kind of annoying. So this is a great alternative, and I found that it just looks cool, you know what I'm saying? So lights is a must. The last and final thing I want to talk about today is this right here. Can't really see it. Maybe you can though. All right, it is. Shouts out to Lario. All right, it's the major and minor scale mousepad. I mean, come on. You gotta have it. You just gotta have it. You're making a beat, or you're pulling in a beat, or you're sampling something, and you figure out what the key is using mixing key, or maybe you're just good like that and you can tell by ear, right? And you're like, shoot, what's the keys in the scale? Like, let's go look at the scale. It's right here. I don't have to look it up. I don't have to go find a piece of paper like I used to do. I can just look right here, right on my mouse pad. I mean, that's clutch. So clutch, I'm trying to tell you. That is, you gotta have it. You just got to have that joint. There's no doubt. Like, there's no way I'm making beats without it. You know what I'm saying? So this is a really great tool. I use it basically every single time I'm in here making a beat. I'm referring to it at all times. Not to mention, it's good for you to look at it and just practice. Say you want to make a beat in a certain scale, just look at the scale, you're done. And you can start cooking up, So that's a great tool, and that's the last and final one. It's a necessity. All these tools and gear and stuff I talked about today is a necessity. I need it. I've been using this stuff for years, and I'm very excited to just continue to grow and add more stuff to the studio, but these things aren't going anywhere, okay? These 5 items I talked about are not going anywhere, and I hope that you can add these, if you don't have them in your studio, to your studio, so that you can be productive, be great, and just prosper in the studio, okay? So if you like this video, you like the content, consider subscribing, and go ahead and just comment below. Let me know what your 5 essential items are in your studio. If one of them is these items that we talked about today, that's what's up. Go ahead and share that as well. And like I said before, if you haven't gotten any of these items and you want to get them, link is in the description for all the affiliate links. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.